It's January 1st, 2022. Heading out. There is a holiday hunt, last day of the holiday hunt for this unit. I'm going in Wisconsin here, pretty close to home. Saw a lot of deer there in spring while I was turkey hunting, but not sure if they'll be there or not now. Got a north wind today. It's nice and chilly. It's about noon right now, so we'll hunt till dark. So hopefully they'll be moving early. Got some fresh snow a day or two ago, so we'll see how it goes. Haven't been out since the day after Thanksgiving because I had the Rona. So I haven't been out in about a month. That day I went out a month ago was the first day after my quarantine. I still wasn't 100%, but I was much better. But thankful that's done behind me. So I'll be entering the south side of this property. It's with the north wind, so wind should be at my face. That should be good. And I'm just going to go slowly along looking for tracks. It's kind of a nasty, it's 80 acres at first, then opens up in the backside to more land, kind of a grassland. But the 80 acres is, the first 40 is pretty wooded, but it's thick and nasty in there. I don't think a lot of people go in there, so. I should say also that it's doe only, December 24th through January 1st, so it's doe only. I can't shoot any bucks. I do have 2 doe tags for this area. All right, this is heading into the private here, or public. I'm gonna just follow these trails a little bit. Our wind is going this way. And over there is private. Nice trails here. Let's follow this out a little bit. So I saw a nice, good number of tracks coming from the public to the private, and so I followed them out, and what I ended up finding was a nice rub line here. You'll see also some nice beds coming up, and I kind of backed out on Onyx, and the rub line actually kind of followed a transition. It made a lot of sense to me once I marked all the rub lines. This property didn't have many trees at all, bigger trees at least, mature trees, to get up in a stand. I think that's one of the reasons that deer might like this area, because there's brush, there's this low brush, but not a lot of places for tree stand hunters to set up. This rub here is actually pretty tall. It was almost up to my chin. I'm a pretty tall guy. Here I found 3 beds, and tracks kind of circled around into the beds. I mean, these beds were very, very close together. We're talking, I don't know, a couple, 4 or 5 steps apart. I don't know if this was doe bedding or a buck bedding, maybe a buck bedding spot. And he just uses different bends depending on what the wind is doing. So I found a really good rub line here. I know I'm not hunting bucks today, but just scouting for next year. It's a promising sign here. One of the rubs is really tall, actually. And there's not a lot of trees out here, which is good. I don't think a lot of people hunt this. I think it's pretty much all bedding for the most part. Couple more rubs here again. This one's busted off. Again, that
part right there. The top part is pretty tall. And coming up too, I see another nice rub also. So I saw a couple taller rubs, and here's an old rub too. Anytime you can see old rubs, that's a good sign as well. Here's the last rub I found. This is probably one of the biggest tree. Pretty tall, obviously from this year.
All right, just got set up. Did some good scouting for next year as well. So marked a good rub line. Marked some doe beds. There are fresh tracks in here also, so they could be moving around here. Got about an hour and a half left. It's gonna be really, really cold tonight. Minus 25, minus 30 with the wind chill, so it's about 0 with the wind chill right now.
Up in the tree here, finally found a spot to set up. Nice little open area here, and might be a good spot to put a decoy like next fall. I just picked up a decoy from Montana Decoy, so this would be a great spot. Got it marked on my Onyx. Never did see a deer that night, guys. Leave a comment below if you thought those 3 beds were doe or buck bedding. Thinking about it more now, I'm thinking maybe that was buck bedding, possibly the way they circled around. And they're pretty close together. Could have been using the different beds for depending on what the wind was doing. I know they like to look out in front of them and then smell what's behind them, the wind at their back. So leave a comment below what you think. Psalm 46:1 says, God is a refuge and strength and ever-present help in trouble. So don't rely on your own strength. Eventually your own strength is going to fail you. Just like it's going to fail me. Just like everyone is going to eventually leave this earth. The question is, what do you put your faith in? Is it in Jesus or your own strength? If you're not sure about that question and you'd like to find out more about it or you have questions about that, we'd love to give you a free book. Just check out the email address that you see on the screen now. Thanks for watching. This probably will be my last time getting out this season. Looking forward to turkey season. My wife wants to go turkey hunting with me this year. So she went a long time ago before we had kids. But that was about 13 years ago. So I'm going to be trying to film her get what turkey this spring. So I'm looking forward to that. Stay tuned. We'll have some off-season videos as well for with saddle hunting and stuff like that. Until next time, stay on target.